Geminis. When will you be doing Leo? I'm going to do Leo after this. Right after this one. I was debating whether or not I should do Leo or Taurus, but now that you're saying that you want Leo, then there you go. There's the confirmation that I was looking for. This may be your reading, Gemini, that may resonate with you if you happen to have Gemini in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, dominant in your natal chart, 7th house placement, or if you happen to be cross-watching for someone for the Gemini Nation, you might find some things in this reading that may be a match to your story. Geminis, please don't get distracted or thrown off by things in this reading that may not resonate with you. Some things may be a match, like I mentioned, and some things are not. If you would like a reading based on your own personal energy, Gemini Nation, feel free to book a reading on my website, which happens to be angelic-ascensions-tarot.com. Gemini, we're going to go over some topics that are sensitive. If that's not the type of reading that you came in search of, Gemini, here's your opportunity to click off this reading. Child messages begin now. Sports? That's the song that's playing in my head. You can get mad if you want to. Mars, HBCU, the name Duncan, one headlight, orthostatic hypotension, the year 1984, San Diego or UCSD, which stands for University of Southern California at San Diego. Maybe some of your kids might be going to college. The phrase, sorry, not sorry, lightning, Lily, coach got fired, Home Depot bucket, they own more than one phone, the name Dexter, I need to go to Lowe's, high visibility, oxygen, right on cue. With these opportunities, they'll do great. The name Gomez. You've made lifelong friends. The names Matt and Greg. They're an engineer. Bud Long. Connecticut. Nickname Jay. They're a circus clown. Tap dance. Torn meniscus. Chili peppers. Vitiligo. Epilepsy. Crenshaw Boulevard. All right, Gemini Nations, get into it. Let's see what might be going on for the Geminis in this next 7 days. Okay, I guess the song is still playing in my head. The song is called My Way by an artist named Usher. And that song, he's talking about you can't satisfy her needs. She keeps running back to see me do it my way. Maybe somebody's feeling that way about you, Gemini Nation. Maybe somebody feels like nobody can do a specific thing the way that you can. Somebody could possibly be running back to see you in particular do things the way that you do them. And this could resonate in any different possible way. Take it however it resonates. It could be in a professional sense. I could be talking about something entirely different. Hey, Bonnie. Happy upcoming birthday. Random. I was going to say some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Oh, somebody's starting something. Somebody is a fire starter. Somebody's trying to start some ish in your situation. Maybe that's why in the part of the song that kept playing in my head is you can get mad if you want to. Maybe some of you are Gemini Mercury, Capricorn Mercury, Leo Mercury. You know, it seems like the way that you communicate with someone or the way that you could be might be misconstrued as maybe a little bit rude, or somebody, like I mentioned to you, somebody might feel like you're starting a fire. You're being an ish starter in some sort of way, or this is who you're dealing with. Do you write, Gemini? Maybe some of you are poets. Maybe you have excellent handwriting. I don't know. You could be writing a story. You could be writing a book. You gotta be dealing with a fire sign. I mentioned Scorpio because I was about to say Scorpio seems like that's the dominant energy in your reading, but it seems like it's also a fire sign. You might have fire in your chart. I wanted to say Aries all of a sudden. Aries, Leo, or Sag. You see what I mean? Air and fire seems like that's the theme this week for you. You're getting into it with somebody. I'm trying to tell you, wow, Gemini is like coming out left and right. Somebody's lighting candles on you. Gemini. Somebody's playing with fire, and it seems like somebody's going to get burned. You might be going on a road trip, Gemini. Somebody could be going on a road trip to come and see you, and it might get delayed. It might be difficult for you to save money. Maybe you might have to tap into some money that you put away, Gemini, for whatever reason. What's going on with Gemini Nation? You got to be dealing with a Pisces. Maybe you're just having some very vivid dreams, Gemini, about, I don't know. I'm going to see if this is about someone. Maybe so. She's got tears in her eyes. Are you going through it with your child's father? Your child's mom? Maybe some of you Geminis are single parents. Maybe single parenthood has been a struggle for you. Then you got the Fool next to that. You've had some sort of disappointment. Maybe you view somebody as foolish. You could be moving, Gemini. Let me see what's going on. See what's going on with relationships. Wow. That's interesting. I'm reaching for a completely different deck in these cards. Somebody is working against you. Somebody could be, goodness, Gemini, I didn't think we were going to go here this early. Somebody could be a Luciferian, maybe. Because whatever this hex is, it looks like this is pretty intense. But like I said, let's get off of that and let's see what else is going on for the Gemini. That's not for every Gemini. Channel clearly. You have the gift of channeling, especially in partnerships. Beneath that, complete and move on. Beneath that, prepare. There's a chapter that's closing in your life. It's definitely having to do with a partnership. It feels like you're preparing for something else. And it for sure feels like your spirit guides are reaching out to you. Okay, maybe trying to talk to you about something. You're feeling a little bit lost. And as soon as I say that, to pick up the deck, the devil, you could have a Capricorn that's in your energy. Maybe you've been struggling with something, Gemini. Or you could be struggling with an addiction. What's this struggle about? I think you've been struggling in a relationship, to be honest. Maybe you're struggling to take care of somebody. I mentioned to you single parenthood. Maybe it's been a bit of a battle for you. It could be some sort of health struggle. Maybe it's just hard for you to move on from something. Maybe something has an intense hold on you. Gemini, I promise you I'm struggling not to call you Capricorn. Romantic relationships is what this is. Yeah. It does have something to do with single parenthood. Maybe you are kind of struggling. And maybe you have somebody who is a single parent. And maybe somebody is a bit of a wanderer. Single parent. I meant your child's other parent. Maybe you feel like they're not courageous enough to step forward and be that parental figure that maybe you need. Or that your child needs. And you might feel that your child needs this as well. Gemini, even though maybe you feel like you're doing the best that you possibly can, you might feel like your child is being shortchanged by not having both parents around. What's going on with the Gemini? Yes. Somebody is struggling with an addiction. For some of you, this relationship is an addiction. And for some of you, this legal situation is maybe something that you're afraid of. Maybe you're afraid about the outcome of a legal situation. Yeah. If there was any doubts about it, here's the confirmation. Somebody is working you, Gemini. Got cross watcher. Somebody is lighting candles on you. You might be dealing with someone who's well-versed in magic, or Gemini, that might be you. Some of you are involved in with somebody who is just very aggressive. Somebody very intense, Gemini. If you're getting a screaming matches with somebody, or this is, somebody wants to talk. Gemini or cross watcher. I think somebody is afraid to say something. Thank you. That's crazy. That's exactly the case. Somebody's afraid to contact you. Why? This is not your child's other parent, then this is somebody in your life. I feel like this is a deadbeat partner. You view somebody as dead weight. This could be a friend, it could be a family member. Somebody hid who they really were from you, their true intentions. They're waiting for you, Gemini. Somebody's waiting for you to make the first move. They're going to try to convince you that they're better. That maybe whatever was an issue, whatever their choice of addiction was, whether it was a literal addiction to chemical substances or it's something else. Maybe they're addicted to cheating, lying, whatever. Someone is trying to come in to be very convincing. And maybe this is what I'm seeing with this fire energy. You're dealing with a fire sign, I feel. Somebody with heavy fire or air in their chart. Or this could be you. Wow, you got something going on with kids. Is this your interaction with your own parent as a... You could be viewing your parent as a deadbeat. If you feel like you had a parent that wasn't there for you when you were growing up. I didn't see this reading going this way, Gemini. Who's afraid to contact you? Why? Maybe somebody just needs some time to themselves. So we got this card that says complete and move on. I think maybe you're not around this person. Not physically anyway. Maybe you do need some time to think. And I think somebody could be making plans to maybe come around you. They're making these plans in their head, Gemini. They may not be physically coming toward you, but they might be thinking about you around this time. Maybe somebody feels like they can't be themselves. Maybe somebody feels like they have to be a different version of themselves, maybe around someone. And it seems like somebody may want freedom to be who they are. Somebody's definitely looking into you, looking into your situations this week. Gemini Nation or cross watcher, you might have a spy. And you might have somebody saying some crazy things to you this week, Gemini. It just feels that way. It feels like somebody could be running off at the mouth. And maybe somebody's not thinking before they speak, or maybe this already happened. And this week, it seems like somebody is trying to probe you for a reaction. They might be going to other people to maybe get information about you since you won't talk to them, Gemini or cross watcher. What's going on? People in harmony. Okay. So maybe there's some people besides you that maybe somebody wants to make up with. Somebody may have offended more than one person. You have some sort of an injury, Gemini, or somebody around you? Yeah, see, they don't know. I think I see it. Okay. Somebody's afraid to contact you, Gemini, or you're afraid to contact someone. For some of you, your kid might be afraid that you're going to contact their teacher. Maybe there's some things about your kid that maybe you don't know. Maybe they're lacking in school. But anyway, I think somebody does not know how you're going to react. Somebody might expect a very negative reaction from you. Somebody might view you, Gemini or cross watcher, as unpredictable. Somebody might be triggered by something that they do see online, because definitely, for sure, Gemini, somebody is maybe watching someone. And it seems like somebody absolutely knows, Gemini, that you're watching. So they're going to put things in front of you or post things that they know will trigger you. It's like somebody gets a kick out of this. Like it's amusing to somebody to get to see your reaction. Somebody might feel like you're addicted to whatever they're posting, Gemini, or whatever they're saying. Yeah, some of you could possibly be going to a tarot reader to get maybe some insight about something. Not say that somebody is spying on you, possibly through tarot. Somebody could possibly be getting readings on the relationship. For some of you, there might be some nosiness going on in the background, and somebody could be maybe trying to get information on you. Gemini or cross watcher. Yeah, maybe you do need some time. Self-realization. It seems like maybe you are realizing some things about yourself, or maybe this could be going on mutually between the two of you. You could be looking back and maybe feeling like maybe I should have handled situations differently, or I could have reacted better, right, to certain situations. Somebody might be viewing somebody as a loose cannon, right? Somebody that just overreacts to things. But I think that that's the issue, is that somebody is expecting somebody to overreact. But I think this week somebody is going through some self-examination. They're really looking at themselves and realizing, you know what, maybe it's me. Maybe there's something that I've done, this sort of thing, that maybe somebody is looking into. Gemini, it's going to sound so random. Maybe you could be looking at your existence here. Maybe wondering why you're here. What is your purpose? Maybe you're going through some depression, some sadness. Something in your life, Gemini, is temporary. Something that maybe you've been going through. You've been struggling with something for a while. You might feel like certain things are out of your hands. Maybe somebody has a tattoo, Gemini. You got an Aquarius in your reading. You've got a Pisces as well. You might be noticing a lot of birds, Gemini. Wow, yeah, you might be, especially at night. I don't know what this is, but you might be noticing a lot of birds, or this is birds of a feather flock together. Maybe you don't like this person's friends, Gemini or cross watcher, but I definitely feel like something is going on online. When I see birds, it makes me think of Twitter. I know it's not called Twitter any longer, but you get what I'm saying. There's some sort of gossip, or there's information circulating, this feels like, online. Okay, some of you're completing and moving on from a relationship that you might feel is violent. Somebody has a really violent temper, Gemini or cross watcher. Somebody could be putting their hands on you, Gemini, or this could be you. And maybe it's not happening physically, but something is for sure, without a doubt, happening verbally. Either in someone's mind, like this is a memory of someone's and they can't seem to let go of a bad memory that may have happened. Come on. You're under some sort of attack. Okay, I was talking to you in the beginning, like these cards fell. These cards are about demons. It's like looking in to see what maybe somebody's angle is when it comes to spell work. So let's see. Since we're talking about this, I told you somebody is demonic. Or somebody could be using demons to maybe break you and this person up, or cause problems for you and this person. Answers questions about the past, present, and future. And that's crazy. Somebody is looking for maybe some sort of insight about you. Teaches astrology and virtues of the stars and the houses of the planets and how to understand the transform. Destroys and burns all enemies when requested. Okay. Bro, this is, you got the angel cards, right? And then you got the demon cards. It seems like you might be dealing with your opposite polarity, Gemini or cross watcher. Somebody is under some sort of demonic attack, or they're sending demons to maybe. Hi. So guys, what's going on with a Gemini? Deep freeze. I see what's going on. I just don't understand the why. I mentioned to you before, somebody is playing with spell work. And somebody's playing with fire and they end up getting burned. This feels like this is backfiring on somebody, okay? Deep freeze. It seems like somebody wants to freeze you, wants you stuck. Maybe this is the reason that you've been struggling through something. Gemini or cross watcher. But like I said, things are temporary. Right now, maybe you are at a crossroads about something in your life. You're either waiting for a decision to be made and you feel like something is out of your hands, Gemini, or you're just at a crossroads in a relationship. You're not sure if you should reach out to somebody. I don't know. You're being trolled by someone, Gemini. It feels like maybe you feel like somebody is picking on you, maybe constantly coming for your insecurities. Discipline. Okay. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe you're having to discipline your child this week. Maybe you feel like some opportunities have dried up. Oh, there's a lot of different things going on, Gemini. My mind is spinning. So maybe that's something that's going on in your situation. Maybe you feel like it's hard to concentrate, or there's just a lot of different things going on, and there might be a lot of distractions in the background for you, Gemini or cross watcher, when maybe you are trying to focus. Oh, is somebody focused on your home? Some of you could be focused on a home. You could be focusing on a property. Somebody is in jail. Either they're in jail and somebody's afraid that they're going to be going away for a long time. Gemini or cross watcher? God, you got an enemy. I'm just trying to see what's going on with this relationship, and here comes all of this other stuff. Okay, let's see. Somebody's afraid to contact you. They feel like maybe you're unpredictable, or they don't really know how this might go based on maybe their past interactions with you. There's Libra that shows up to this reading. There's definitely something to do with a child. There's a parent-child relationship. If this is a parent-child relationship, something is broken. You've got some sort of fractured relationship. That's what I mean, fractured. Do you have some sort of injury? Seems like you're in pain. You're having some sort of pain, Gemini. You could be having chest pain, heart palpitations. It has everything to do with the past. There's this King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Could be a Libra, Virgo cusp. Somebody feels like you're not paying them any attention, Gemini or cross watcher. So this could be somebody that might be coming to get a reaction out of you. And like I mentioned to you, somebody is posting a lot of things online. It seems like for some of you, somebody is looking for a reaction so that they can turn things around on you, or that they can get you to be the one to contact them or give them some sort of attention so they can possibly gauge how you might be feeling or trigger you to maybe say something. For some of you, I mentioned there's something going down online. Okay. Gemini, the haters, they come in abundance this week. Okay. Some people might be saying something about you online that they wouldn't dare say to your face. Somebody's afraid to contact you, like I said, because they don't know how this might go. They don't, especially having to do with a Leo. I don't think that you trust this person in particular, a Virgo or a Pisces. You might be having an issue with your mom or your baby's mom. Somebody could possibly be coming to see you. This is somebody that you haven't interacted with in a while, Gemini. Or your interactions with this person in the past just haven't been that great. What do they want? I mentioned to you this before. They're sending messages to other people, subliminals to other people to maybe get in contact with you because you won't say anything. And here you see it again, the devil. This feels like, again, a Capricorn could be involved. Yeah, they're going to find a roundabout way to maybe say something to you, Capricorn, Gemini. They feel like you won't talk to them. They definitely feel like you have a wall up. So this situation feels like it's stuck. It hasn't been in limbo. There's been no movement. Nobody's budging in this situation. Somebody doesn't know where they stand with you, Gemini or cross watcher. So this person may not have any type of success this week in saying something to you. It doesn't seem like something is going to be moving. Yep. So they're possibly going to wait. Like I said, they are afraid to contact you. And for you, you're like, no, wait a minute. I need some time to maybe get some things together in my life. The spirit guides are saying yes. Or you just flat out don't trust this person. Listen to your intuition. Okay. Maybe you feel like somebody has tricks up their sleeve or they have some sort of ulterior motive. Gemini, it just feels like you don't trust this person or the situation. You feel like it's unpredictable. You, in some instances, Gemini or cross watchers, you might feel that somebody could possibly mean you bodily harm. I mentioned to you somebody could be getting out of jail. This jail interaction could have been because somebody put their hands on you. Somebody overreacted to a situation, Gemini, and it seems like somebody did something that maybe they now regret. Maybe they can't get in contact with you. Maybe it has something to do with the legal situation. Maybe there is a restraining order, or somebody could be putting one in place, Gemini or crosswatcher. I mentioned to you somebody could be in jail, or somebody is maybe afraid that they're going to jail. Some of you Geminis, you might be, maybe you need to contact the court. Yeah, some sort of heated conversation. Something got heated. Yep, and I definitely feel like something went too far. There's a lot of fire in this reading. So I don't know if something specifically happened with fire. Oh, that is crazy. You need a fire extinguisher, Gemini? Come on. Something's definitely happening online. And yes, you got a court date. That's what I mean. Are you afraid to connect with the courts? Maybe you're afraid to reach out to the judge about something. This judge situation could have something to do with children. Something had to have been said online, or somebody saw something online. This is insane. Gemini. You had a parking ticket, a traffic ticket that you haven't taken care of. Okay, because it seems like something could get out of hand. You might be able to take care of something. And maybe you, quite frankly, should, Gemini, before something might go too far. Maybe you've been planning to take care of something, Gemini, and maybe you just haven't gotten around to it. Maybe you just have a lot of responsibilities on your plate. Come on. I mean, some sort of an injury. You stub your toe, Gemini. Somebody's making a scene this week, Gemini, or they just frankly have, somebody could be a martial artist. What's going on with court? If you do have a legal situation, maybe that's the situation that is not moving. Not moving. Maybe you're not moving, Gemini. Maybe somebody isn't, after all. Your kids might be revealing something to you. Your kids might be breaking some news to you this week, Gemini, that might be a little bit upsetting. Or something might be revealed online. That's fine. Okay. Well, your kid is getting into fights. Oh, I was telling you something about your kids in school. Okay, money seems like it might be a little bit tight. It might be a little bit slow to come in this week, Gemini Nation. The protector, I mentioned to you, a deadbeat. So, yeah, I think you might be, your child's father might be coming around. The protector. Somebody may feel the need to protect a child. What is going on, Gemini? I mentioned to you, some of you are going to court. The legal situation may have something to do with kids. It could be a confiding in a friend. Oh, got you. Some of you who are Geminis, you might have what I feel is a CPS case. You got kids. CPS meaning Child Protective Services. You got a cop. Looks like the cop is watching. You could be under some sort of investigation. Gemini or cross watcher, you or somebody around you, if it's not you going through this, somebody is watching someone. Someone may feel the need to protect a child. Maybe this is why you're going to court. It looks like somebody is going to look for the truth about something. Someone may feel, Gemini, that somebody is not being truthful about something. Sounding similar to Capricorn. Yeah, and it may have been something that was revealed online. Somebody may not know, all right? There may not be a lot of, there may not be a lot of clues, or somebody doesn't know for sure, but somebody might have a suspicion that something has happened. Some of you are obviously suspicious about somebody that you're dealing with. Maybe you don't know for sure. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't have tangible evidence that maybe somebody is doing something behind your back. Maybe perhaps this is why you're going to tarot, to maybe look into a situation. You got the devil now 3 times. Gemini. Let's see what's going on. Get some legal advice, Gemini. I think somebody might be trying to trap somebody. Somebody could possibly be trying to trap somebody with a baby. But I think that this is some sort of legal trap. Like definitely trying to trap somebody through magic also. Come on. This is insane. Devil now 4 times. I just think you keep getting hit. You keep getting pelted, Gemini, by some negativity. I think somebody is watching you. And I think somebody doesn't want you to know. They're watching you in secret, or they don't want you to know what their true identity is, Gemini or cross watcher. But yeah, you are definitely being watched. This is what this feels like. I still don't know why. Well, I mentioned to you a few reasons why. The Tower. Why is all this happening, Spirit Guides? You got a Cancerian that's in your reading. Somebody feels the need to look. Maybe this is you. Maybe it's necessary for you to look close. Maybe this week it is a good idea to ask questions. To examine something that might be going on with a kid, or this is somebody doing this with you. I see a lot of different things, but I'm trying to just focus on this. What is going on? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I am too just focused on it. But yeah, I'll just put it this way. You have something going on with the legal situations. Or this is possibly somebody threatening somebody. Maybe you're afraid to get in contact with a social worker, a detective, the cops, the courts about something. It may have something to do with a financial matter. Maybe there's something that you owe, Gemini or cross watcher, but it seems like this week it may be necessary for you to get in, like get something done, look into something before it snowballs and becomes out of control. Something in your life is repeating. I think that this might have something to do with relationships. We're talking about suspicion. So maybe you feel like you're constantly in a situation where you feel like you have to look over your shoulder or be suspicious of someone in a relationship. Maybe your relationship, your dating history hasn't been that great. But it seems like whatever this is that maybe you're struggling with, Gemini or cross watcher, you've been trying to get through this the best that you possibly can. And maybe, like I mentioned to you, you've had some sort of struggle. This week, it feels like you're advancing. Okay, you're getting some sort of a breakthrough. Yeah, you are arguing with somebody. That's what I was wondering. arguing, fighting. Maybe somebody feels like they have to play referee or choose sides in a particular situation. Maybe this is why the cops are called. Somebody might be arguing too loud, or there's just some sort of, somebody's too loud. Or maybe, like I said, this is the reason that maybe somebody's going to court because somebody put their hands on you. Because, like I said, something went too far when it came to an argument. This is not happening this week. This feels like this is something that has happened in the past. We talked about something repeating. So maybe somebody is in and out of your life. Gemini, somebody could possibly be in and out of jail. This week, it seems like somebody could be coming back to maybe try to make things better or get in touch with you. The only thing is, Gemini or cross watcher, you block this person. You block them from having any sort of interaction with you, or somebody might seem like they can't get in touch with you, Gemini. So this might be why somebody is possibly going online to maybe see what's up with you. Why have you been so MIA? Lotus. That should have been a channeled message. Lotus. It's a lotus flower here. You might be shocked to see someone, Gemini or crosswatcher. Somebody might be shocked to see you. So let's go back to this online thing, because it seems like that's like a, I don't know, Gemini, if you are online, you might be possibly the viewer of something online. If this is not you having like an online presence, you might see something. You, Gemini, might be the healer, and maybe this is why it's all happening, because I'm asking spirit guides, what is this? Why is somebody doing this? Jealousy. You're online. Definitely, it feels like somebody's watching you. I mentioned to you, somebody could be trolling you, saying some things to you, but they're going to keep their identity hidden. I mentioned to you, people may be saying something to you that they may not say to your face, but they'll definitely say it behind a keyboard or whatever. See, this says self-hatred. It seems like that's the issue. Somebody is jealous of something that you're doing, Gemini or crosswatcher. It feels like you're living your purpose. And maybe this is why somebody is trying to light candles on you. I mentioned to you, somebody has bad intentions. I told you in the beginning, somebody feels like somebody is an ish starter. Somebody's trying to start some mess. So it seems like somebody could possibly trying to shut someone down through spell work. But it just seems like somebody might be taking this a little bit too far. If it's not that somebody's trying to shut you down, it feels like it's through jealousy, Gemini or crosswatcher, that somebody is trying to block you through spell work. This person could possibly be a tarot reader, or this is somebody that might be using tarot to spy on you, to watch you. And it seems like this is somebody that maybe you work with, Gemini. Somebody is a bit of a rival. What's going on with Gemini or crosswatcher? It seems like, yeah, striving. You have some sort of a goal, Gemini. You gotta be dealing with a Capricorn, or you have Gemini in your chart. You're working this week. You're very focused. Like I said, there might be a lot of different things in the background that could be throwing off your focus, but it seems like you have some sort of goal in mind. You're looking for some sort of opportunity. And Gemini or crosswatcher, there could be an opportunity. There could be a job opening that could be coming your way. You could possibly be maybe hearing back from an opportunity. Something could be offered to you. Maybe as you leave one job, or you could be getting out of a situation, this whole drama, this weird situation that's occurring in the background. Maybe that's where the arguing is. Maybe there's some sort of tense situation that could have been going down at work, Gemini or crosswatcher. And it definitely feels like this is somebody trying to manipulate a puppeteer situation to get a reaction out of you. So this is where I feel like this is taking place. For some of you, it's at work. Somebody knows exactly what they're doing. They're playing the game. They're playing it well, Gemini. Well, depending on how well they play it is depending on how you fall into this. Like I said, somebody might feel like you block them. You're not giving them any sort of attention. So they're going to try to play games with you. But somebody's going to watch you be blessed at the same time. So I was telling you in the beginning of the reading, you've been struggling through something for a while. For some of you, you've been struggling through something because of some sort of negative energy that someone is sending you. This week, Gemini or crosswatcher, somebody is watching you win this week, because your spiritual team, they step in and they take care of situations and move them out of the way. Papa Legba. And then you got the storyteller. Somebody's definitely into magic. Somebody's definitely calling on their ancestors, their spirit guides, and is doing some sort of magic. Storyteller. See, somebody is, I told you, lies, manipulation. Somebody's running their mouth, and there could be an Aries. You see how there's a tear in someone's, there's a chain around somebody's neck. Then it might not even be there, but you might feel like there's a chain around your neck. But anyway, somebody's feeling emotional about something that was said or some sort of story that was told about somebody. By the context of the reading, this seems like it's lies that are being told. Come on, you got more birds, ravens. Maybe this is somebody's name. Somebody's name could be Raven, Robin, Jay, Sparrow. Somebody has a raven name or a bird name. I guess somebody's name is Raven. Papalegba comes right back out. Yeah, there have been some delays in your life, Gemini. I think somebody wants to see you leave the sorceress. And yes, maybe some of you Geminis, you are into some sort of divination. Not all of this Gemini nation or cross watchers is evil. It's not for everyone. You're in evil. You're dealing with evil. That you're doing some sort of baneful magic, but it seems like one of you could be, and then it seems like somebody's doing this against you, and it seems like there's some sort of counterattack because you're just tired of it. You're tired of somebody trying to block something that you're doing. Or block your family. It seems like this spell work could possibly, for some of you, please don't assume that I'm talking about you. It may not be your story, Gemini or cross watcher. It may, like I said, you could be the spectator of something. I mentioned to you something could be going on online or something could be made public. What's going on with, no, I was trying to see what's going on with court, but we've already talked about that. Come on, the Watcher. Oh, I don't want to turn this into that, but now the song that says, I always feel like somebody's watching me, and maybe you feel that way. But like I said, if you're online, that would make sense. But it seems like there's someone in particular that is always watching you, especially if you have some sort of online interaction. Yep, see, your spirit guides are coming in to help you fight some sort of a battle. See that? Somebody is trying to block you, sabotage you in some sort of way, Gemini or cross watcher, challenge you in front of other people. You see there's onlookers. Like I said, something is made public or it's done publicly in some sort of way, and you're seeing it. So opportunities. I mentioned to you, some sort of harvest comes in for you, Gemini or cross watcher. Let's see, is somebody getting jail time? That's what I'm trying to see. Like, what's going on here? Your sleep situation is all messed up, Gemini or cross watcher. Maybe you work at night. Maybe you do. It seems like maybe you're asleep when everyone else is awake. There's something in particular. I said you're striving, you're working on something. Yeah, not say you have an enemy. I promise you. Somebody's trying to knock you out. I think it's the competition. Some of you, like I mentioned to you, you're in a violent relationship and your guides are saying something may need to come to an end, Gemini. End this. Let this go. What's going on with your work? Oh, somebody is in jail, Gemini. Somebody could possibly be being released. What's going on? Well, Gemini, somebody getting out, Gemini or cross watcher. I think actually looking at this, somebody's hold on you is being released. Okay. I said somebody's been trying to direct this negative energy at you, trying to block you. I think that's what's being released. I think this is your spirit guide stepping in to release you from this. So you could be released from a contract that you feel is unfair, one-sided. This contract includes a marriage, or maybe some of you're wanting to part ways with the military. Random. Could be, yeah, definitely you've been pushing upward. And yeah, this energy has been lasting for a while. And maybe that's something that's been repeating. What's going on with your money? I think your money has been affected by this too. Yep. And like I said, people in your home. Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on with Gemini's money? I mentioned to you opportunities. So opportunities are coming in, Gemini. Somebody's watching you get blessed. This could be due to a resignation, a job loss, or somebody maybe trying to run you off your job. Maybe some of you Geminis, you're looking for a new job and that opportunity comes through. And naturally, it feels like that's going to affect your pockets and that might make things flow a little bit better. Let's see what's going on with your money this week, though. You might have kids that are leaving the nest, Gemini. Yeah, once again, birds. Told you, birds of a feather flock together. There's something going on online. This is where somebody is watching you. That's where the watcher is. Or it might be around your house. I know it sounds random. You might have kids that are leaving the nest, or maybe it's a nest egg, right? Maybe you saved up some money. Like I mentioned to you, time is of the essence. Your bills don't stop. Maybe things have been delayed for you. You've been a bit frustrated about money, maybe a little bit paranoid. You might have a frustrating situation this week having to do with money. And if it's not you, then it's somebody around you. Maybe your mom is a Gemini. Once again, the devil, a Capricorn. Wherever Gemini is, the devil shows up. Do you see what I mean? Every single time I pull your energy, here comes the devil. The high priestess. I ask spirit guides, who is the devil? They say the high priestess. Telling you this is somebody that does some sort of magic and they're trying. We talked about that. We're talking about your money. Maybe this is the reason why your money is an issue this week. Gemini, you might have to put out a lot of money this week. Maybe this is the week that you're paying you got some major bills that are being paid. Your car payment, you're paying for your roof or whatever. Your living situation. Seven of Swords again. Fell right on the floor. You do have a contract ending. Okay. Your money this week, Gemini, might be a little bit delayed. Okay. Or maybe for some of you Geminis, this isn't a paid week for you. Maybe next week is. Seems like your spirit guides are saying do the best that you can with what you have, Gemini Nation or Cross Watcher. Your luck is definitely about to change coming into the new week, or maybe towards the end of the sometime within the next 7 days, maybe some sort of situation you can possibly put a band-aid on it. But it seems like you've been going through some sort of a hardship for the longest. Somebody, possibly an earth sign, could maybe be coming in to help you with something financially. Somebody might be giving you a loan, maybe some sort of situation to help tide you over. Some of you Geminis, there could be a part-time job that could be coming in that could help you. Maybe a temporary job. Maybe you're going through a temp agency. This is your spirit guide saying be patient, Gemini. Even though this might be very frustrating for you this week, having to do with your financial situation, it's only temporary. Then keep moving, keep pushing. Something comes up, something definitely changes for you. Yeah, it seems like your money has been on the decrease for whatever reason. It could be due to an injury, maybe an illness, or just timing. Maybe timing has been off for you when it comes to work. But like I said, Gemini, some sort of harvest is getting ready to happen for you pretty soon. Whatever is hidden, Gemini or Cross Watcher, it's coming to light this week. Your spirit guides make sure to. Somebody has maybe wanted you to be invisible, Gemini, because they feel like you outshine them in some sort of way, is being lifted. I mentioned to you this week, it seems like you're striving. It seems like you have the ability to get where you want to be. Maybe even literally. Maybe there's been something going on with your transportation. It seems like you have the ability to get unstuck in your situation. Like I said, you might feel blocked, hindered in some sort of way. And you might be tempted to just kind of just give in to defeat. But you haven't been defeated. Remember, I was telling you, you're being released from this energy. Yep. Thank you, spirit guides. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. Some sort of blessing is coming in. Your abilities will definitely be enhanced. You might have a psychic ability. Gemini or cross watcher. Whatever your ability is, whatever your specialty is, you might get an enhancement with that. Maybe you're getting some sort of physical enhancements. Some of you could possibly be going to get some sort of plastic surgery. Or was fated for you, Gemini. As much as somebody would love to, that's what this looks like. Somebody's going to be watching you get blessed, especially at work. It looks like you're trying to bring some changes to your body, Gemini. Maybe you're working out more. Maybe you're trying to get rid of some to maybe go into therapy. This might not be a bad idea, Gemini, because it seems like there are some things, Gemini or cross watcher, that you have felt were absolutely unfair to you. Yeah. This is why your guys are saying, listen to your intuition. Somebody is just doing nothing but trying to seduce you. Maybe your kids are starting school. Like I said, you just have a parent that's just really strict on schoolwork. Might not be a bad idea, Gemini, to check in on a child's teacher or a child in general. Maybe you've been so busy, Gemini, or working, maybe trying to build a living for your family. And maybe there's a child that might view that the wrong way. Maybe they feel like you're inaccessible or that you're under so much pressure, Gemini, that you're just kind of snapping. Maybe check in with a kid, because it does feel like there's a kid that might be feeling a little bit neglected, left behind. Nourishment, as though they need you to maybe pour into them, Gemini. It seems like there could be a kid that's going through some sort of depression. You might have a package, a letter that shows up this week, Gemini. Maybe you've been waiting for this. You may be deciding to get your car serviced. You may be going to the gas station. Maybe it's time to fuel up or charge your car. This could definitely spare you some frustration, maybe when you're trying to travel and get someplace on time. Because it looks like maybe you're kind of lollygagging, procrastinating, Gemini. A cross watcher. Maybe you're just spending a lot of time in your room, and maybe you're being introverted. Okay. Anything else, Holy Spirit, for the zodiac sign Gemini? Maybe somebody is sick, Gemini or cross watcher. Somebody might feel like somebody's playing games with being sick. So there could be a kid playing hooky from school, Gemini. Okay. Somebody has done something, some sort of crime, and somebody is investigating something. Seems like somebody's coming in with evidence, or somebody left evidence behind. And that's what I think somebody is afraid though, but there is evidence of something, some sort of crime that has been committed. Gemini, somebody get murdered? Gemini. Yeah. All right. Let's close this reading, Gemini Nation. Let's see what the advice is for the Gemini Nation. You might be flying home to see someone, Gemini. Somebody could be taking a flight to come and see you. Somebody might be at a physical distance from you. Gemini Nation, the advice. Holy Spirit for Geminis. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. You might need... It might be your kid that might need help. They might be bullied. Or this is especially maybe online. Or there's an adult being bullied. Anyway, ask for help. There might be a situation, Gemini, where you feel like you're struggling. And maybe you feel like you don't have a helping hand. Right? Like I said, some of you feel like you're struggling being single parents. Your child's other parent isn't around. There might be a helping hand that comes in, but it seems like Gemini or Crosswatcher, you may need to ask for this help. Somebody get into an accident, Gemini or Crosswatcher. Somebody's going to be, I mentioned to you, trolling you, saying some things to get under your skin to get you to react, Gemini. Maybe there's no response that's really needed in this situation. Maybe it's time to exhale, get rid of the BS, ignore the BS, turn your back to it, and stay in a Zen state of mind, because it seems like somebody really, Gemini or Crosswatcher, wants you to get all bent out of shape with something that they're saying or what they're doing, or they want you to see something and react to it. Release self-doubt, let go of fear. You might be tempted to go into self-doubt when it comes to decision making, or just in general. You might be dealing with some self-doubts, maybe about how to handle a conflict or how to make a decision. You guys are saying something this week, Gemini or Crosswatcher, is going to require you to let go of fear. This could even be with your comfort level when it comes to a particular thing. Seems like you're afraid to take a risk or afraid to try something. Commit to self-care rituals. You've been neglecting yourself on some level, Gemini or Crosswatcher. This week, it seems like something is bringing you back to the basics. And it's time to really nourish yourself or feed yourself well, take care of yourself. Maybe you're feeling a little bit depressed. You're feeling a little bit under the weather. Take some time for you. Yes, celebrate yourself. You deserve it. Gemini, is your birthday month. So maybe you are spending some time on you. Somebody might be coming to you for the purpose of your birthday, saying something to you on your birthday. Somebody that you haven't heard from in a while, they might be telling you happy birthday, or you vice versa. Turn lemons into lessons. I think you've been dealt a very frustrating hand, Gemini. It's been hard on you. Your guides want you to see the lesson in situations. You might be so tempted to dwell on these things and stay there and be so fixated and focused on the past and what wasn't fair to you and why this person did this and why wasn't this person more, you know what I mean, more of what you wanted them to be, or why won't somebody be more vocal, this sort of thing. It seems like you might start to care about that less and less, Gemini. And yeah, it definitely feels like you're trusting yourself more to make some sort of decision about what might be coming up next. I promise you, somebody's getting into contact for you for your birthday. And I think you're blocking somebody. So maybe they can't get in touch with you for your birthday. You blocked them. Maybe it's like, it's a no for me. No. If you're traveling to maybe a different state or whatever, something might be a little bit, something might delay your travels a little bit, Gemini or Crosswatcher. With that, Gemini, this concludes your 7-day forecast with angelic ascensions. This reading was at all helpful to you, Gemini or Crosswatcher. When this reading reposts, give this reading a thumbs up. Consider subbing to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. Thank you, Gemini Nation, for deciding to tune in this week. Have a blessed, beautiful, and productive week. Gemini Nation, I'll see y'all in the next one. Next zodiac sign will be Leo, and I'll be back on in a few moments to do that reading. Unless anybody has, I don't know, is anybody in line to do Aries? I'll do Aries this weekend. If anybody wants a question, you have a question, you want a reading for me on, I'm doing paid live sessions tonight as well, right after the Leo reading. All right, see y'all in the next one, Leos. Gemini. Leo is next. Peace out.